We are back with Jason, and he's going to talk about... Smoother, right? We're back with Jason, and we're going to talk about his origin story. So I talked about this, a little of mine, in a previous Board Game YouTubers video, and now we're going to talk about Jason's, because I was there, actually, for some of that in high school, notably the debate team, hilariously enough. But let's back up from that. Let's go back to, middle school, elementary school.
All right, so in elementary school, I started with, trading cards. I don't actually think I got the rules wrong, but a lot of the time. Or, we played with, kind of made-up rules because, the TV show has messed up rules. But Yu-Gi-Oh! We started with. So, I remember my friends and I kind of just played for the art, honestly. We just thought, oh, wow, card's cool. Gotta have it. So, in middle school, I played the game of life. I played a lot of Stratego with a family friend.
Sorry.
As a 2-player. I played some Sorry, mostly with my aunt, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, so those that's late elementary school to middle school. And then starting in high school, we started playing a lot more card games. So actually, with Ashton, we started playing more serious Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes.
As serious as that could be. But...
Hey, yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. That was pretty serious.
It's pretty good. But yeah, we'd actually have decks and play by actual rules.
We go to our debate meeting and we're like, "Oh, hey, Mrs. B, we're not playing cards." And she'd be like, "You guys better get signed up for your coaching." And then and then we would do our thing as fast as we could. At least I would. And then we would just go and play Yu-Gi-Oh in the corner.
Yeah. Played a lot of games like 13. Big Two, or sometimes called Big Two, Hearts. A trick-taking game called Napoleon, where it's kind of social deduction. We also played, less notably, I guess, for me, is Kemps, Spoons, Egyptian War, Speed. A lot of these more dexterity-based games that I wasn't very good at.
And one of our friends actually...
And one of our friends, was pretty nuts, and he tried to, practice... Not really game, but practice, all these games involve slapping.
Yeah.
So you practice minimizing a slap. Then start junior year, senior year of high school, we started playing a lot more, I guess what you would consider entry games nowadays, like Settlers of Catan, Munchkin. Another thing that I did in high school was play a lot of Dominion. There used to be a website, completely text-based, called... I think it was called Dominion.isotropic. I don't remember the extension anymore. But yeah, so I played a lot of Dominion actually. Also probably 100 plus times. Because, see, after school, I pull out my iPod Touch. Play a few games.
It's old school.
Yeah, I didn't have a smartphone for a while. So back then, that's what I used. I used to use an iPod Touch. So it was very easy. I just pull it out. boot up the website, play a few games, go back to do whatever I was doing.
Yeah.
And it's very fast, right? It's 5-10 minutes a game.
No
easy to pull out. I could even play it during break, honestly. At school, if it was a rainy day and we didn't want to go outside, just stay in the classroom. If there was no one to talk to, that's what I would do.
We used to play card games all the time in our AP Bio class.
Oh, yes, that's true.
So we were sitting together talking about Battlestar Galactica and Eclipse and whatnot. And then there were two guys behind us, and we would always just turn around and just play cards with them.
We did play over 100 games of good old faithful Resistance. From those games, we branched into a very different game, Eclipse. So this was back in 2014, so my senior year of high school, and I was like, oh, so there's other board games like, Catan, right? So what else is there? So I went on Reddit and, r/board games, and what was one of the top 10 games at that time? Okay, so it's oh, I really like, the area control aspect of Risk. I didn't get to play it enough. So what's a game like Risk? So I clicked through the top 10, okay? Only game I could see that was from my novice eyes that was really Risk, that looked a lot like Risk, was Eclipse, because 6-sided die, you're rolling, attacking.
Yeah. It's
how bad could it be? Funnily enough, I actually think this is one of the games I got the fewest rules wrong for out of my entire time of playing games.
It's probably because you just had more time to digest it.
That's probably true because nowadays when people want to play a game, it's kind of short notice. So I kind of try to digest it on the day, and sometimes that doesn't turn out too well.
Everyone makes mistakes, dude. That's part of the board gaming experience, getting rules wrong. I'm telling you, it's like double the amount of playthroughs. Let's talk about like the punching out. You said like you sat there for like 2 hours or something, punching out all the stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. So because this is the first game, I never like punched anything else. So when I got it, I was so excited. You know, I sat down and I was like slowly punching out, looking at everything because I'd never seen something like that before. Anyway, so I invited all my friends over. It's early in the afternoon. So as you can probably tell, it took a lot longer than I expected. So my mom ended up feeding everyone that day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I didn't realize how long we were going to take. We thought we were just going to go out and eat because, you know, I didn't want to bother my mom. But then we started early on in the afternoon, like maybe 1 or 2, and ended up taking until like 11. Oh. Yeah, first game of Eclipse. Don't do that.
You play on the floor.
Oh, yeah, we also played on the floor because I didn't have a table that was open. Yeah. It was a good time. We played it a couple times after that too. And then didn't really get a chance because I went off to college. But that was my like first foray into board games. I also played Caverna with Ashton that year before going off to college, I remember. I guess that's where it all started. And I started picking up games, you know. Like every Christmas, my aunt usually asked me for what I want. Basically, like I would pick up a game that I thought was interesting on BGG. Started with Eclipse. I don't quite remember what order, but after I got Kemet, Keyflower, and
Roll for the Galaxy.
Went off from there. Roll for the Galaxy. But yeah. And then now my collection is what? 50 plus games strong?
Probably, yeah. I haven't been to your house in a while.
Although that's including small box games, I guess.
And expansions.
Yeah, I just started my first selling off a bit of games because it's starting to get too big.
So do you think there was any definitive moment where you're like, man, I think board games is like the hobby for me? Or was it just kind of like, it just kind of happened? Like it just slowly trickled and you're like...
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, there is a definitive moment, obviously, I think, by the Eclipse moment where I noticed there was like a community, I guess. There was not really like a... Oh wow, I love board games because I kind of been playing my entire life basically, like essentially, not really board games I guess, but tabletop games. You know,
it's like a very good like things to do with relatives. Right?
Yeah. Camping. If you're talking about hobby board games, yes, Eclipse is the obvious,
the
definitive entry point to where I realized there's like it opened the door basically. But in terms of playing them, unless you don't consider them board games, which in that case I would call you elitist, but
not board games.
But
just like you go to like a family dinner, it's like, hey, let's like play a game of Sequence, or let's play a game of like charades. And I guess those aren't really like games that people on BGG would be like, oh my god, those are good games.
Yeah.
But like they're enjoyable, and if you really like them, you want to explore more. Then you just kind of go down this rabbit hole. You're like, oh, Catan, and then Eclipse. I guess, I mean, there should be more in between, but it's like Catan and then Eclipse.
For me, I guess it's a family gathering. You kind of appease the younger children. You can't play like these games, so I played Life with them. Like, sure, like it's not my type of game, but you know, I'll appease the younger audience. It's like a fun game. It's how you spend time with them.
Yeah, it's better than sitting around like
exactly
barely eating dinner and just trying to make small talk.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, that has been Jason's origin story, I guess. So this is kind of a cool series. We'll keep it updated with stuff. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next video. Not even next week. Release them so often at this point. All right, see you guys. Bye-bye.